Hello, I'm Dr. Winwood, and this is VR Poker Hands. You join me today in the lobby, which is fairly quiet at this time of day, and we're going to join a hand at the 100, 200 tables in the void. It's an interesting hand because it's multi-way, there's lots of action, and for a change, I'm not going to show the whole cards till the end, so see if you can work out what players have got before we see it. I'll be doing lots more of these in the future. If you like it, do the subscribe thing, be very grateful for that. And let's leap into the hand.
Call. Raise it up.
What? That is
Call.
folly.
Fold. Call. Call. That's a call. Raise it.
Okay, so a lot of interesting things happen right out of the gate. High-low boy limps under the gun. Now, obviously, a lot of people do limp in this game, but if they limp and then re-raise, you need to start asking questions. Action then folds to me. I've got ace-9 suited in early position, and that's a fairly standard raise. I raised to 900, so there's obviously 500 in the pot already, raised to 900. I'm expecting to get a call from the limp. I'm expecting to get a call from people in later positions, but ace-9 suited is a hand that's got some nice playability post-flop. I'm not too worried about that. I'm definitely not looking to get my entire stack in with ace-9 suited pre-flop. I get 4 callers, so we're going to be playing a multi-way pot, and it folds back round to high-low boy. Now, he's already made a call, already stated that my raise is folly. So again, he's limped under the gun. He's immediately commented on my raise. This is someone who's particularly interested in the hand. I'm not a massive fan of making reads based on what people say or do, but something smells fishy about this already. He then re-raises to, or limp raises to 1900. Now, you might be a fan of limp raising, and that's okay. I'm going to disagree with you to my dying day. But if you are going to limp raise, then if the pot is 6,300, which it is at this point, don't re-raise by a mere 1,000. You're giving everyone who's in the pot the opportunity to call. You're giving people fantastic odds. When it comes to me, I've got to call 1,000 into a 6,300 pot. If people start calling behind, by the time it gets to the 5th person in the pot, they're going to have odds of about 10 to 1 to call. And you can call that with a bus pass and a cigarette paper. So the limp I don't like. The comment I don't like. The re-raise I don't mind if it's big. What I really hate is when people limp re-raise and it's small and lets everyone into the pot. Because if you've got a big hand and you get sucked out on, it's your own fault.
Fold. Call. 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 That's a call. That's a call. The flop. Check. Bet.
So the flop comes 8-9-2 rainbow. And high-low boy leads out for 2,000 into what is now a 13,600 pot. This is about 14% of the pot. It gives everyone 7 to 1 to call. It's not going to get rid of anyone who's behind, and it's going to give everyone who's got a draw a chance to call. Now, a draw in this case doesn't just have to be an open-ended straight draw. It could also include top pair or even second pair, where they're drawing to the second card in the hand for 2 pair. Because the odds are so fantastic, it would actually be a mistake to fold any kind of decent hand, knowing that you've got a draw. So it folds to me, and I have got a decent hand. I've got top pair with top kicker. The only things that are beating me are overpairs, pocket 8s, pocket 9s, which is unlikely because I've got a 9, and pocket 2s. So surely I must call. However, I think Hilo Boy has capped his range at over pairs. His limp re-raise pre-flop is screaming aces, kings, queens. He could have ace king in that range, but I tend to find that most people in the lower limits don't limp raise with ace king. They're just doing it with the big hands. If he's got aces, I'm absolutely crushed. If he's got kings, I'm drawing to three aces, and there's four people in the pot behind me. So the chances are someone else there has got an ace. So what am I actually beating? I really can't see anything that I'm beating that Hilo Boy's got other than possibly ace king, and unless he's a complete lunatic, a total bluff. So I think it's a fairly straightforward lay down with ace nine.
Fold. That's a call. Call. Player is all in.
So we get two calls round to Darth Chef, or Darth Chef, and he decides to go all in. So what's a reasonable hand to go all in with here? The pot's now in the region of 20,000. He's got 19,000 behind. So what can he have? He can have pocket eights, he can have pocket nines, he can have pocket twos, he can have a hand like ace nine, king nine, maybe draws like 6, 7, 10, jack. Are any of those good hands to shove with? And the answer kind of has to be no, I don't think they are. Because if you've got the set, you've got lots of people betting into you. You want to just call, build the pot. If you've got the draw, you're getting fantastic odds to just call and see a turn and hopefully hit your draw. Is it a good hand to bluff with? Or is it a good spot to bluff? No, because everyone's going to call you. They've already demonstrated that they've got some part of it. You're only laying 2-1 in the pot. Hilo Boy under the gun clearly is interested and he's going to carry on. If for him to call, he's only going to have to be ahead 1/3 of the time because he'll be calling 20,000 into a 40,000 pot. Honestly, I think there's no hand that is correct to shove in this spot. So, does he get a call? Let's find out.
Fold. Call. Player is all in. Player
Holy
is all
shit.
in. The turn. The river. Showdown. One pair.
So we get three callers. We get Daniel Michael calling with Queen 10 with a gut shot. We get RLTW calling with top pair and second kicker. And Darth Chef, it turned out, has shoved all in with bottom pair and hopes and dreams, which were not fulfilled as unfortunately for those of us who don't like limping, Hilo Boy's play paid off and paid off huge as he scooped a four-way all-in pot. So what do we learn from the hand? We've learned that limping is okay sometimes, possibly, but if you're going to bet into a pot, make your bet sizes relative to the pot. Don't give people incredible odds to call, or you're going to get loads of callers, and then when you're going to get sucked out on, you're going to be very sad. And you're going to be one of those people who says, I had aces earlier, someone got into the hand with king nine, and they hit two pair. It's your own fault. You gave them the odds. So make your bets relevant to the pot. The more people are in the pot, the larger your bets should be. So when the pot was 13,000 and he bet the flop, really a bet size of something like 8, 9, 10,000 is going to be okay. You're still going to get one caller. You're going to get the same value from one caller as you would have done from four, and the chances of getting sucked out are going to be much, much smaller. So if you're going to bet properly. We've learned that there's no justice in poker, that you can play hands badly and still win. We've learned that you don't call three-way all-ins with gut shots. We've learned that it is possible to lay down top pair, top kicker on the flop if you just know, and I don't mean you've got a gut feeling, I mean everything that you've seen about poker tells you that you're losing, and we found out that the action at the 100, 200 tables is insane. So I hope we've all learned something from that. I certainly did. I'm hoping to return to the 100, 200 tables pretty soon and play some more hands, find some more interesting spots to talk about. If you like what I'm doing in these videos, please like, subscribe, and if you'd be kind enough to post some of this content somewhere so people can see what we're up to, that also would be wonderful. Take care, and remember, folks, friends don't let friends limp.
And that time I bluffed my ass off. I think I had those things backwards.
Yes, mate, you did.
Why are his eyes closed? I think he's put his heads out. Not to kill.